to the root of it. So, like, why are all these kids being deceived so easily by these perverted adults, right? If I was in school the way my parents raised me and some grown man or grown woman asked me about, like, sex, and I'm 10 years old, I would have probably called the police. I'd have been like, this guy talked about, sex and this and that, and I would have called my parents have been at the school claiming this person's a pedophile. That's how it used to be. If a grown person came up to you as a child, I would have been calling the police.
Well, and now it's par for the course. I mean, now it's, now Disney Channel has drag queens every day.
Yeah, so what happened, I mean, if you think about it, families used to raise kids. Now the government's raising your kids.
And the
so
parents,
there's no family.
And the parents are distracted by the hustle and bustle of everyday life. They're not paying enough attention.
Well, and they're trying to pay for Biden gas.
Yeah.
So everyone has to be at work longer.
All of it.
And it's happening right under their noses, and some parents don't even realize it. But you're right. This is such a weird topic that I feel like no one's really discussing or diving into. The idea that at the root of all of this, why are adults talking to children that are not their own about sex? And it's because we let it happen by telling the schools in the first place that sex ed is a course that they're allowed to teach. And it went from, all right, well, what are you teaching them? Well, teaching them basic, the peanut. Okay, well,
that used to be a 30-minute video in 6th grade when girls were starting their period.
And it was about girls starting periods.
That's what it was about. It was like, okay, boys leave the room, 30 minutes, we're going to tell the girls what's up, and it's over.
Yeah.
And now, drag shows in kindergartens and all. But when you're talking about the perversion of it all, and it's like we're acting like it's no big deal. To me, it's the slow boil. It's been happening. Yeah.
It's been happening forever. I mean, we lost marriage. Marriage used to be between a man and a woman, which the actual marriage is between a man and a woman. Anything else, call it whatever the heck you want, but that's not marriage. That's not how it was intended to be. So people have been distorting reality and facts with perversion, and it just keeps getting worse and worse, and it never ends. There's no end to it.
Well, there's no end to it because there's no line drawn anymore. There's no line, right? I've been saying this for a few years. The minute we decided marriage could be different than what it has established to be, we decided that the rules could be changed.
And where was it established? It was established in the Bible.
So now you've got people who are trying to say that pedophilia is a sexual preference. When
is it really that bad if you're 30 and you love a 7-year-old? You guys, isn't love?
Yeah,
doesn't love win?
Yeah.
On this slippery slope, though, at some point, someone's going to say, "Well, I love my sister, and we have a right." I love who we want, and you have to accept us. How is that?
I love my pet. I'm going to marry my pet.
I love my dog, and you can't tell me I don't.
It's so disgusting. The worst part of it all is in my state of Louisiana, a police officer was recently arrested for having inappropriate conversations with a teenager. But teachers
can
get away with it
every day.
In the education system, it's okay. But what's really interesting is outside of education, people still get arrested. They catch charges, and they're a sex offender for the rest of their life. Now, why doesn't that happen to teachers and people in the education community? There's something going on in the education system that protects those type of people.
Not you. Not your kind of teacher. Yeah, not you. Not the ones who actually advocate for kids.
I'm so glad that you're so passionate about this, and because they're taking advantage of their authority. That's what's happening. They've been given a position of authority. They're taking full advantage of it in a private classroom. That's why right now there's this debate about cameras being in classrooms. I would love to hear your take on that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, go for it. I was almost assaulted multiple times at the first school I worked at. I wish they would have had that on video. So there's two things that are going to happen. It's going to protect teachers from when kids try to lie on teachers, but then it's also going to protect kids from when teachers lie on kids, because it goes both ways.
Yep.
When you discover what happens in schools, it's almost like a prison system, and it's really sad. I mean, kids get in fights every day. The kids, they have sex at school, they smoke stuff at school, drugs, you name it, it happens at a school, which really should be, it's shocking because our tax dollars are funding that.
Mm-hmm.
Is it at every school? Maybe.
Probably.
I got this the full spectrum. I worked at a school that was, I think, 80% on free and reduced lunch. So that's very low income kids, probably don't have families at home. And then the next school I worked at is like every single kid had a mom and dad. So I've seen both sides of this. And I think we need cameras. I think it's going to keep kids accountable. It keeps teachers accountable. And it's, why not? Y'all made the police wear cameras. We used to have to show cops, and that was good enough.
Exactly.
But,
now
what? Everybody's got a body cam.
Well, you know what? That's my argument with it. If you're not doing anything wrong, you don't have anything to worry about. It's like a police officer wearing a body cam. It's for the sake of if something goes wrong, and it protects the person who's doing right.
If Brandie calls me,
for everybody.
Jonathan, if Brandie calls me or tells me I'm acting like a Democrat again, will you come be my new show host? Because you guys sound alike. You're making all the same points.
Hey,
that was awkward.
No,
we're all screaming and then got silent. Yeah, cameras in schools. A lot of people have the debate that it's going to make the good teachers leave, and I'm like, no, it's not going to make the good teachers.
Why?
Teachers because they don't want to be under surveillance. I'm like, that's a terrible argument.
Well, it's going to expose the lazy teachers. There's a lot of teachers that don't do jack squat. They sit in the desk, they pass on a worksheet. Maybe they don't teach. They say, I'm having a mental health day. Like, what the hell is that? A mental, I get it. Like, maybe life's hard sometimes, but you still got to go to work.
I know.
I need a mental health day almost every day.
Single day. and yet we get out of bed and we work,
and we still show up.
Gosh.
But that's
the American way.
That's something that people people used to have that. Yep. It's gone.
Yep. But Jonathan, don't you think that? Don't you think that what we have done for so long? I saw it when my girls were in school. They're grown adults now. But the coddling of teachers, like the continual. Oh, we got to make sure the teacher's okay. We got to buy the teacher a gift. We got to relieve the teacher. And I'm thinking, did they get thrown in there against their will? I'm so confused.
Mm-hmm.
Well, do you do that for the Walmart worker, or do you do that for the custodian? Like, who else do you do that for?
Right.
Teachers work, and look, I like teaching because I had to work, I think it was 8 or 9 months of a contract, and you have the 3 months for summer, and then all the holidays. Oh, you have so much off time. I said, while I'm here, I'm going to put into work, but on my off time, I'm going to do what I want. You have so much free time. You have way more off time than anybody else making the same amount of money. And they cry, they whine, they complain.
Do you ever miss it?
They're coddled a little bit. I mean, I'm over here building fences, like getting blisters and junk. So, it can be fun at times, but I don't know. I miss the routine.
Jonathan, there's going to be a need here pretty soon for private home little group teachers.
People are going to, for the unvaccinated.
Dude, they're going to, they're done. They're pulling their kids out, but some parents can't homeschool, and I understand that. So you've got these little pods that are forming in neighborhoods where moms are taking turns running the school day, and then each one does 1 day a week, and then they get the rest of the week off. But all the kids are getting homeschooled, but still having that social aspect. They may need you to teach them Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
You never know.
No, I know.
But
I don't
know.
No,
you do know. I know, too.
I know.
She knows everything.
I'm certain. I'm not 100% certain, but I'm certain. She's so right.
She is always so right. She's got it.
Right.
I think I'm so right. But I'm serious. If we're headed that way, you may not be out of a job long, my friend. We might start our own little communes here pretty soon.
Oh, my gosh. Well, I think
we're already
Spanish.
Yeah, we're already cut off from society as outsiders.
We're going to need a Spanish. We're going to need a Spanish teacher in our concentration camp.
Oh my gosh! Don't even say it.
Will you teach me Espanol, por favor, señor?
Yeah, it'll be the least of our worries.
I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna go to the border and come across as a different person so I can escape all that. So.
And get all the free handouts.
You know what? That's a great idea.
All the free handouts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if it comes down to it, I don't know. I might have to try it. Seems pretty easy.
Okay, honestly, why couldn't you do that? I know this is a whole different subject, but why couldn't I? Go to Mexico, come back,
you're an American citizen.
Go tanning a few times.
No,
they don't know that
unless
they got my fingerprints right. What if I walk over and I'm like, I don't know.
Why not? You can go get a fake passport.
Brandy's laughing. I'm serious. Thank you. You could.
Yeah, you can do it. Anybody can do it. Anybody who
collect that $450,000 from Biden. Yeah,
right.
If you're sitting pretty.
Go to the cartel. Offer him some money, get the fake papers, come over here as a new identity from. You could say you're from freaking Romania.
Yeah, I could. Brandy's thinking about doing it. I'm watching her spend the money in her head. She's like, first I'll get those leopard print pants at Nordstrom's.
I'm pretty sure it's a crime and you go to jail forever, but I
mean, not if you
don't
say
do it.
a word.
Well, I'm actually Mexican, so I'm really thinking about this. Really thinking about this. I'm just kidding. So
my tattoos
when I say that, I mean, you get so fired up, and I love your passion, and I first want to just commend you for taking a manly skill, walking away and going to build fences, houses, whatever you're doing. I respect you. No, I respect you, and the world is lacking strong men, and we say it a lot. And if there aren't enough strong men, the weak men are in charge. And this is, I think, one of, if not the biggest epidemic right now, is just a lack of strong righteous leadership that, again, kind of speaks for truth, walks the walk, will walk away from what isn't right. Because I feel like this is a time where we have to start doing what's right, not what's easy. And I'm saying it constantly because, I might lose my job. I can't go to the concert. I can't And I'm thinking, there is so much on the line. We have to look at the big picture.
Jonathan, in 30 seconds or less, what's your message to America?
It's still America, greatest country on the planet. And if you lose your job, we're still in the land of opportunity.
That's right.
Go build a fence just like me.
That's right.
Whatever the hell you want. Just grow up.
Any regrets? Any regrets, or would you do it all over again?
No regrets.
Good.
With an ATZ. So there we go.
Is that Spanish? No regretos? Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being our guest. Thank you so much for being a strong American and a strong man, and for standing up for what's right, not what's easy. Thank you for suing the school that is...
You're welcome.
Thank you for being a whistleblower and shedding light on what's happening. My gosh, thank you.
Thanks for being Team Red. That's me.
Appreciate it, y'all.
Yeah. And where can people find you if they want to connect with you, support you, et cetera, et cetera?
Instagram, Twitter, at Jonathan Koeppel. So just look me up. Louisiana teacher on Google. I'll pop up.
All right. Koeppel, Koeppel, you guys. It'll be on the episode description. We'll link everything up for you. Thanks for listening to the She's So Right show. Brandie Barclay, Lindsay Graham.
God bless you all.
God bless America.
It's Dylan's KC Barbecue at 4 Valley locations. Our sports bar in Arrowhead is packed with TVs for the ultimate sports fan. Our Wildlife World Zoo location will have you on the edge of your seat, dining right next to our 60,000-gallon shark tank. Dylan's Bayou at Pleasant Harbor has never-ending sunsets, beautiful people, and live music every weekend. And our newest location, Western Trails Ranch, is 12 acres of rodeo fun and live outdoor concerts for the entire family. It's Dylan's KC Barbecue, where we're elite, unique, and memorable.